I'm Gigi Stone Woods at a Pacific Gas and Electric Service Center in San Francisco. We're speaking with military veterans about their successful transitions here. Richard Serna was a former MP. He now recruits military vets for PG&E.
So Richard, tell me a little bit about what you did when you were in the military.
I was a U.S. Air Force Security Forces person. Cool.
And what was your experience like?
It was wonderful. We spent some time overseas. We had a chance to travel the world.
So was it daunting? Was it scary to try to find a job in the civilian world?
Absolutely, absolutely. You are stepping out of your normal military role back into the civilian life, and sometimes you just don't know what skills transfer over. So it is scary.
What gave you the idea to work at a utility company?
During the transition assistance programs that the military puts on, I had been given advertisements for programs like Helmets to Hard Hats, Troops to Energy, things like that. And basically what they are is they were helping service members transition from active duty into utility industry. So as I looked into that, I found PG&E.
What kinds of jobs did you do from the beginning as you started here and up until what you do now?
I originally started off as a pre-apprentice lineman, which are the guys that climb high voltage lines and do helicopter work and things like that. Now I recruit them as a recruiter for electric operations.
So you're a recruiter. Is it true that some people in the military don't even put that they are on their resume because they don't necessarily realize it's an asset?
It is true, and I think in my case, at the time when I was sitting in new employee orientation, there's a tendency to not want to be labeled. You don't know if it's going to benefit you or not, so sometimes we don't list that we are military, we're veterans, or whatever it might be. But in my case, I think that's what it was. Is I just didn't know if it was going to benefit me or not.
But they should. It is an asset.
Again, it's something you should be proud of. You've given service to our country. You've gone out there and stuck your neck out for the country, and absolutely be proud of it.
And why do you think military veterans make good employees at a company like PG&E?
Their loyalty, their dedication to the service, and their attention to detail. With a commodity like energy, there's no room for error, and that's what we're looking for, is that attention to detail.
You have a lot of military veterans working here.
We do. Our numbers are approximately 10%, but we're hoping to increase that number.
Is there something about the culture in this company that makes it attractive for them?
I think working for PG&E, the camaraderie is really what attracts us here. There were other positions that I worked at that, again, that one thing that was missing was the camaraderie factor. When you get here, it's not just about having the job, having the career, it's about taking care of your brother, being your brother's keeper. Working at PG&E, the tempo and the pace of what they do and the magnitude, working here knowing that the job is not just about securing a good job or having a career, it's about giving back to your customers, your neighbors, and your family. What we do here is so much more important than any product that's put on the shelf. So I really appreciate working here.
Jason Holman, a communications specialist in the Army, is now a safety expert at PG&E.
When you were thinking about leaving the military and transitioning, was that scary to you? Was that a difficult time?
Oh yeah, actually it was, I was just trying to figure out my life at that point. I wanted to know exactly what career path I wanted to take. And then from that point on, started doing miscellaneous jobs, working for contractors as a laborer. From that point on, I thought I needed to think about a career. And so at that point, I looked around, sheriffs, city jobs, county jobs, and PG&E, and landed a PG&E job 3 years after leaving the military.
How long were you applying for jobs? And
I was applying to jobs for the whole 3 years, just trying to really figure out what I could do. And never knew exactly what I wanted to do, but wanted a career. And never thought I'd basically be on a big company like this, because it's pretty frightening to come onto a big company with 20,000 people. And so I never thought it would really happen. And then finally got the call. It was probably one of the best days of my life, be able to share that with myself and my family.
what kinds of jobs have you done here, and what are you doing now?
Okay, so I started off as a basic laborer in the gas department, just basically digging holes and building new services for clients here at PG&E, or the consumers here for PG&E. And then started off from there, wanted to achieve something else, so I took an apprentice welding bid and started welding here for PG&E, and they taught me everything, state certified. And then from that point on, started running the crew for a little bit, Really got into safety. Safety's been one of my main things that here at PG&E, and it instilled in me from the military.
I imagine your background in the military really helped you in a safety-oriented career.
We basically take each other underneath our wings. We have a brother and a sisterhood here that we just want to take care of people and be injury-free.
There are so many veterans watching at bases around the world. What would you tell them about why a job in utilities is attractive?
If you have that can-do attitude, and if you want to just progress in life and have a career, not just a job, a career that you could really just support your family and support yourself, it's amazing. That's the reason why I got out of the military. I wanted to start a family. I really wanted to get back into the civilian world and make a difference. And hopefully I am. One day, hopefully, you know, maybe the president. You never know.
Great, good. We're rooting for you.
All right.
I'm Gigi Stone Woods on location in San Francisco. We'll be back with more on Hiring America.